more plates.
Chief, your TFT result shows that you have hypothyroidism, meaning your thyroid is overactive. And for someone who's already suffering from hypertension, we really need to get your thyroid hormones under control.
Well, whatever needs to be done, doctor. Life is for the living, and I still need to live and enjoy my life.
Good. You're in good hand. I'm sure you know that. And I'm sure your daughter here takes good care of you.
Sure, she does.
I will prescribe some drugs and have the nurse attend to you.
That's all right. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much for bringing me home.
You keep being a good girl.
Okay. I have to go now.
Wait. This is 50,000 naira. Use it for the food stuff you talked about.
Thank you so much, Chief. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Right. Bye.
My baby.
You're welcome, my daughter.
Welcome, Auntie Emma. I've been so hungry and waiting for you.
You've been so hungry and waiting for me.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that it took me long, okay? I was waiting for the person that promised to give me money for food stuff. I just got it from the person now. So I'll quickly go inside, change, and we go to the supermarket. Is that fine?
Yeah?
What is it?
Honestly, I don't know. I've been having this striking pain on my waist that comes and goes.
I'm so sorry. I think you're stressed. You know you do a whole lot of house chores. Okay, when I go out, I'll head to the pharmacy and get you a paracetamol, okay?
Okay.
Alright, do you want to go with me to the supermarket?
Yes.
Alright, let's go inside so I can change to better slippers when I go.
Hi Phil, you're back. Welcome.
Don't you have any important thing to do other than sit here and watch TV?
I'm done with my house chores. I've made you dinner. What else would you have me do?
You made me what?
Dinner.
Were you deaf when I told you not to cook for me ever again?
No, I wasn't. It's only my duty to cook for my husband.
Indeed.
Phil, how long are we going to continue like this?
I hope you're not here to bombard me with questions I have no answers to. That would be ridiculous.
No. What's ridiculous is you keeping me here and still treating me like I don't exist. I want my baby. I miss every bit of you. Your touch feels. Is there no space in your heart that has an atom of forgiveness?
If I haven't forgiven you, you won't stand this close to me.
Then why?
Look, that's it, okay? That's it! Do not let this conversation blow out of proportion, okay?
You shouting.
To answer your question, for as long as I keep feeling this disgust in my heart,
Phil. Phil!
Just waist pain, but I'll be fine.
I just decided to buy paracetamol for you when she comes back.
Okay. Okay, my dear. Let's go inside. I'll be fine. Let's go inside. Are you done with your home phone? Just open the door.
If paracetamol doesn't stop the pain, I'll go back to the pharmacist and request for a stronger painkiller. Okay?
It's not as tense as it was. A massage and paracetamol will do just fine.
Are you sorry, okay?
Thank you, my child. Edna.
Yes, Mommy.
I wanted to ask you something, but it always skipped my mind. The other day you said someone gave you money for our food items. Who is the person so that I can thank the person myself?
Mommy, there'll be no need for that. I already thanked her, so let's just focus on you getting better.
If you say so. What about your work? Are they not done renovating the eatery? Won't they call you back to work?
Mommy, they're not done renovating. In fact, I've been looking for other jobs ever since. It was when I went job hunting that I met this woman that gave me some money. You know how these petty jobs are. They don't pay more than 20 or 30,000 naira a month. And I've been looking for something that is going to pay up to 50,000 naira, no matter how tedious the job is. At least the money can help us get through.
If only I can see money, so that I can start up a petty trade. At least it will help.
Mommy, what are you saying? Are you trying to get me upset? No, tell me, are you trying to get me angry?
No.
Please, don't say that again. I just want you to be fine, okay? You know I would always do my best for all of us. Sorry.
Edna, I promise you, God in heaven will reward you immensely. God will reward you.
Amen.
I've been trying everything I can to
get my wife back. But she's being stubborn. What do you expect me to do? If she had been with me all this while, I would have been able to stop going out with these little girls that are half my age. But she cannot keep me lonely and expect me to just wait when I don't even know what is in her mind. I understand what you are saying. Please, someone is at the door. Please come in. Please sit down. It's fine. I will do everything possible. I will be trying, and I will try and keep trying, because I know what I did was wrong. Yes, I am ready to make atonement. That's okay. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, my darling, how are you?
I'm fine. Good day.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So, how is your health?
I'm managing. I have an appointment with the doctor today. Do you mind going with me?
It's okay, I will.
Oh, that's my girl. What can I offer you?
Anything's fine.
I'm coming.
Chief, your condition is not entirely back to normal, but we are getting there. I do hope you've been taking your medication as prescribed.
Well, I wouldn't say I do, because I do skip it sometimes.
No. Why would you allow your dad to skip his meds? Ladies do not joke with their fathers. Chief, I do hope I am not stepping out of line, but I would be in total denial not to acknowledge how beautiful your daughter is.
Thank you, Doc.
You're most welcome. What is your name?
It's Edna.
Edna. As beautiful as you. Please make sure he takes his medication. Doesn't speak well of you.
Okay. I don't know doctors can be friendly.
Oh, really? Then you haven't visited the hospital much, I guess. It's part of our professional ethics to make our patient as comfortable as possible.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
Doc, if you are done, may we leave?
Not yet. I will prescribe some more medication for you, and the nurse will attend to it.
Was that smiling so cheaply before the doctor for?
It was nothing, sir. I just found his comment amusing, that's all.
Better not. Because I wouldn't want to tolerate any act of disrespect.
I won't disrespect you, sir.
That's all right. You can go. We'll talk later.
Sir, what about the money I asked you for my mother's medications?
Okay. I will transfer 20,000 naira to your account. I'm sure it will be enough for the medication.
Yes, it will. Thank you, sir.
Be a good girl.
You came back.
Yes. I figured you wanted me to.
I absolutely wanted you to come back. My goodness, you look gorgeous.
Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Seems you're lost in thought. What is it?
I'm fine. What is it? I'm good. I'm fine.
Okay. This is the next patient's folder. Should I let him in?
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
What? This is not possible. Hi. But I no longer see my period. Phil.
Why are you smiling like some teenager who just got his first ever love letter?
And why are you an agent that seeks to destroy people's fantasies?
Really? So you're having fantasies? About who?
You will be ridiculously foolish if you expect that I'm going to answer that question.
Can you stop using abusive words on me for once?
And if I don't stop, what would you do? Tell me. Oh wait, you want me to use a name that befits you, like a whore, right?
Phil, stop. Yes, I made a mistake, but I regret all my actions. Please forgive me.
Get out. Get out of this room.
I said get out! You want to well.
Stop it!
Get out.
Oh, Phil, come on. Please.
Get out. Oh, shit.
Just one mistake, and you gave up on me.
Been a long while since I desired someone like this. She has this strong sexual attraction that makes me want to have her. Damn. She's my patient's daughter. How do I get myself to stop? I wouldn't want anything to dent the hospital's image. I guess I just have to find a way to quench this fire before it burns me down.
If you can't make a promise to no more cast to stone, maybe you should really rather fall to the ground instead.
Fruit, I got you something.
Listen, today is a Sunday. And as you already know, it's the only day I get to rest sometimes. If I do not get an emergency call from the office. So please, whatever you want to say, just go right into it because I do not have time to bandy words, okay?
I'm not here to talk. I just felt the need that you want something to drink.
You know, you really need to stop playing with me. I was dead serious when I said I will never take anything from you, okay? Ruth, you need to stop pushing it. Stop it.
Mommy, I told the pharmacist everything he said about the blood. And he suggested I take you to the hospital to get tested. He said only a doctor is in the best position to say what is wrong with you.
Hospital? For what exactly? Something that might be a returned period. Moreover, it has stopped. I am doing fine now.
Mommy, are you sure?
I am very sure. You worry too much. And it's not good for your age, my dear.
Well, I have to worry. You're the only mother that we have.
Edna, in my next word, I'll still choose you to be my daughter.
Mommy. And I'll choose you too.
God bless you.
Thank you, Mommy.
Doc, I hope everything is all right.
Well, from your thyroid function test result, you're back to normal. But your blood pressure, it's way too high. Did you stop taking your medication?
I didn't. Just that I've been under some little family pressure.
Whatever it is, you need to take it easy. You need to calm down. Because your blood pressure is way too high. You should pay attention to it night and day. I mean, what's your daughter doing? She should be helping you. You know what? I'm going to give you a journal. You hand it to her and she will take down notes of the pressure day to day. And that will help me in dealing with this.
Doc, Edna is not my daughter.
Oh, really? Is she like a niece or something?
Now that you are so much inquisitive in knowing about her, she is my girl.
Your girl?
Yes, my girl. As in my girlfriend. A girl I date.
Oh, I see, I had no idea, but Chief, you're married.
Doesn't stop me from having a girl that makes me happy. You're married too, I guess. But I know that each time I come here with her, your face lightens up.
Oh, Chief, it's not what you think. It's not. I'll just I'm only just acknowledging her beauty and the fact that she's an interesting person. That's all.
Well, She is my sugar baby. And I am her sugar daddy. Let me just say it to you in the layman's language. So, stop thinking about her being beautiful or whatever.
All right then, Chief, I will keep that in mind.
Thank you.
Just one mistake, and you gave up on me. Our love's turned to hate, but we made a promise.
What is your name?
It's Edna.
Edna. As beautiful as you. Please make sure he takes his medication. Doesn't speak well of you.
Okay. I don't know doctors can be friendly.
Oh, really? Then you haven't visited the hospital much, I guess. It's part of our professional ethics to make our patient as comfortable as possible.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
How can a girl like that be sleeping with that old hag? Women, you would never cease to be disgusting cheap whores. Classless and tasteless. To think that I desire to have her in my bed. Dirty as they come. Never will I, ever again.
Love forgives. If you can't make a promise to no more cast to stone.
I know you said you'll be giving me money, but I still want to work and make money for myself. If my mother should find out about this affair, she'll be disappointed in me.
Disappointed? Disappointed in the fact that I have been giving you money to sustain your family? When you came looking for a job in my factory, the monthly salary was 20,000 naira. But I said I wouldn't give you the job. We entered into a deal. And I promised to give you 3 times that salary. You agreed to my terms. Ever since then, I am sure I have kept to my part of that deal.
I didn't say you failed before. All I'm saying is there is dignity in labor. And my mom, she's always asking where the foodstuff money is coming from.
So, you prefer the 20,000 naira salary as against over 150,000 you collect from me monthly?
All I'm saying is, it's better that you give me the money as a payment for the job I do than getting paid to sleep with you.
That's what you think?
No more cast to stone. Then maybe you should release me.
I am sorry I hurt you. If not, I wouldn't be calling you out this while. I know. And I take all the blame. I betrayed you and my kids. But please, just give me this one more chance. Please. Yes. If you come back home, if you agree to come back to me, I promise no young girl will come between us again. I've been lonely for too long. And that's why I find it difficult to stay in the house, because it makes me to feel your absence so much. please, forgive me. Forgive me and come back. Will you? Oh, that's my queen. Thank you, my queen. Hey, please, I'm expecting you immediately. Oh my God. Oh, thank you.
No matter the cost, are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love
And where are you going dressed like a cheap prostitute? The cheapest of them.
Phil, it's Mary's birthday today, and so she invited me out for a party.
And you have to go dressed like that. What is the plan? To go there to win the best prostitute of the night? Must you always sell yourself short? Must you?
I'm only going for a birthday party. I don't think it warrants all this insult.
The birthday party of the same friend that knew you were whoring around in marriage and never told me. Birds of a feather, they say, flock together. Listen, you go inside and change into something worthy to look at. Else.
No, Phil. I think this is worthy to look at. I mean, when last did you notice what I was putting on? And once I had these on, boom! My man noticed me. So Phil, you know what? I'll take all your insults as compliment for once.
If you step out of this house like that, you regret to do it.
Phil, what is it you want from me? What is it you want? You have a separate room. You don't touch me. You don't make out with me. You won't let me go. What the fuck is it you want, Phil? Oh, God!
Mom, what's all this, Mom? You said it has stopped. So I thought. I don't know what is going on. And this pain in my waist, it's becoming so unbearable. Then let's go to the hospital like the pharmacist suggested. It's okay.
From the results of the test conducted, your mother has malaria and typhoid. But it's okay. I'll prescribe some medications for her to take and get better.
Okay, doctor. But what about the waist pain she complained about?
My dear, body pain can also be a part of symptoms of malaria, so you don't have to worry yourself about that. She'll be fine.
And the blood?
Well, that may be as a result of hormonal imbalance from the thyroid, or worse, fibroid. But we can't say for sure, okay? We don't really have equipment to do scans here, but once we are done with the malaria treatments, I would refer you to a hospital where they have equipment for that.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's our job to take care of patients, and God heals.
You have not slept yet. Are you okay?
Yes. It's just, there is this number I've been dialing and it's saying not reachable.
I'm just worried. Is that all? Then go to bed. Maybe they have no lights to charge the phone. Go and sleep and try again tomorrow.
It's fine, Mommy. I'll just stay here a little before I go to bed. Oh my God, Chief. I just needed a little help with my mom's scan. What am I going to do? God, what am I going to do?
Let me help you.
I don't need your help.
I've known you way too long that you want to talk. Let me help.
And I said, I don't need your help. Do you think this is funny? Did you see me laughing?
I don't need your help. Now, you can excuse me. Okay?
He's only trying to help.
I'm tired, Fields! I am tired! Fields, I'm tired! Yes, I cheated on you. But haven't you punished me enough? I begged you. I practically begged you for months. And you said I should move in that you have forgiven me. But every single day for the past month, you've been mean and cold to me. If you knew you weren't going to forgive me, why leave me in the first place? God!
You know, I ask myself the same question. Why did I let you in? Because every time I see you or just smell you around, I am reminded of how you destroyed me.
Let me go! Let me go, Fields! I'm going crazy! I'm losing my life, Fields! Just let go! Just walk away, please! Let go!
You know, whatever it is you're going through, you deserve it. Down. I really want you to experience what I felt when you betrayed me.
And you gave up on me. Our love's turned to hate. but we made a promise. What will it take? I've tried to come clean. I thought they said the love forgives. If you can't make a promise to no more cast a stone, then maybe you should release me. I'd rather fall to the ground than stand here alone. For better or worse, no matter the cost, are you break?
Hello. I don't know if you remember me.
Of course I do, Doctor.
Alright, do you mind if I sit?
Sure you can.
Seems like your date stood you up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you. It was obvious, from my table. I saw you fiddling with your phone. Look at you, and I just went like crazy.
I didn't get that. What did you say?
Nothing. I just I was asking, who did you come to see?
Oh, my dad. I'm waiting for him to.
Oh, please, come on. Chief is not your dad. Chief is your sugar daddy.
What?
Yes, he told me himself.
Okay, I think I have to go.
Wait. I'm sorry I said that. Why don't I make it up to you and, have a drink or two for me, please?
One drink, because I'm not in the mood to make merry.
That's fine.
Thank you for bringing me home.
That's nothing. There's no way I will let you move by yourself this late at night.
Okay. Good night.
Hold on. I would like to know why you were waiting for Chief. Please don't lie. I would really like you to be open with me.
Money issues. I needed money to send my sick mother for scan.
take it. And then bring your mother over to the hospital for a test.
I'm short of words.
I think you would do.
Thank you. Good night.
You're still awake. Do you expect me to go to bed when you're still outside?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I kept you waiting.
I'm sorry. I feel better now. Knowing that you're safe and you're home.
I am. Thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome, my daughter.
I met someone today. A doctor. And he said I should bring you to his hospital so he can get you checked.
Someone you just met?
Not like I met him today. I've known him for a very long time. But today was my first time of telling him my challenges. And he said I should bring you to his hospital. And he also gave me some money.
Just like that?
I swear it.
You must be really kind.
Yeah, I think so too.
May God bless you.
Amen. Where is Ada? I know she must have waited for me too long.
She has been sleeping.
I know.
Oh yeah, go and lock the door so I go in and freshen up.
Alright, Mommy, I'll do just that.
Yeah, hello? Why would you distract me like this? Why? I am not on duty today. Dr. Martins is on call. Can't reach him. An emergency? Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
Mom, we have to go see that doctor. Do you know that you used over 4 parts from last night to this morning? And now you're looking pale.
The waist pain is too much. I am just too tired.
Okay, but we have to go. Let's go now. Ada is here to return from school.
Okay.
From the test result, your mother's HB level is really low. Just 1.4. Meaning she's lost a lot of blood. But you don't have to worry. I'll be inviting a gynecologist to access her to help us determine a lot and see if it's what I'm thinking it is. Okay? No cause for alarm. We will stabilize her and do a blood transfusion for her. Yeah. You have nothing to worry about. Okay?
Okay.
Give me a moment. You're locked in the room with your mother. Why?
She's asleep and the pint of blood is almost half. Also, I want to go check if my younger sister is back from school.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes, I do.
Okay, great. I'm on my way to have lunch. I'll drop you off.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right.
Just one mistake, and you gave up on me. Our love's turned to hate.
You refused to have lunch with me.
I didn't refuse. I'm so sorry. It's just my mom and my kid sister. Moreover, I don't have appetite to eat until I find out what is wrong with my mom. Please.
That's understandable.
Thank you.
If you can't make a promise to no more cast to stone, then maybe you should release me. I'd rather fall to the ground than stand here alone. For better,
Mommy, will you be fine?
Yes, my love, I will.
I just want you to come back home.
Ada, don't worry. Mama will come home, okay? She just needs blood and rest. Okay?
Mommy, is that painful?
Oh, no, it's not. I'm not feeling anything. I'm okay.
Doctor! Doctor!
Oh, Edna. Sorry, I was lost in thought.
I noticed. I hope everything is fine.
Oh yeah, sure, totally. Everything is fine.
Okay, I just wanted to find out when the doctor you talked about will be here.
He said 5 p.m. and that will be soon. And yeah, he'll be here soon. Plus the pap smear and HPV test they asked us to do. The results are yet to be out.
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
Wait. How much?
How much what?
Look, you're making me lose my morals. I need to know how much it will cost to get you out of my head.
Doc, I'm flattered that I'm in your head, but it wouldn't cost anything. It will go when you want it.
No. You don't understand. I don't want it to just go. I want to have you the way I have conceived. You have tortured me for way too long, and I must have you. Tell me, Edna, how much will it cost to sleep with you?
What? Doctor?
Yes.
I don't get paid to sleep with people.
Oh, come on, Edna. Your relationship with Chief says otherwise. We're adults here. You don't have to pretend.
Chief was different. He wasn't like that, okay? It was just a situation. I don't think I need to explain to you. Obviously, you've categorized me like that. I'll go.
And you gave up on me. Our love's turned to hate, but we made a promise. What will it take? I've tried to come clean. I thought they said the love forgives. If you can't make a promise to no more cast a stone.
Dr. Duke, the gynecologist, confirmed my earlier suspicion. After your mother's pap smear and HPV test results came in. You need to be strong and brave. It is not a death sentence. It is not. And it can be managed with the right resources and proper care.
Doctor, just tell me, what is wrong with my mother?
Your mother has cervical cancer. Hold on. Hold on. Like I said, it is not a death sentence, right? And if we attend to it early enough, we can either cure it or sustain a life.
Cervical cancer. For one thing, I know cancer treatments are ridiculously expensive. What do What's the treatment option for her?
Radiation and chemotherapy. Dr. Duke suggested surgery if it can be afforded. And when I say afforded, we are talking in the millions. And we need to get started as soon as possible before it spreads to other vital organs.
I know that if you can, you will spend all you have to give me the best treatment. But I don't want you to think too much about it. If it is the will of God, it's nobody's will, Mom. It's just poverty, unfair treatment in this world. It's lack of opportunity. I can just sit and watch you. I have to do something. You just have to do something.
How is your sister?
I took her to school this morning and they went home to freshen up.
Your eyes. You've been crying. You do know that tears won't fix what's going on, right?
I know.
Dr. Duke has a laid down plan for your mother. She can begin the radiotherapy soonest. It will cost 600,000 naira. Chemo will cost 95,000 per day, plus there's still, other tests to carry out. So roughly you'll be spending, say, over $1 million. Now, the bills inquired in this hospital, I'll take care of. But as for the cancer treatment, I really don't know what you do about that.
Thank you, doctor, for your help. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I want to go home.
Mom, I wish it was that easy. You have cancer, Mom. If nothing is done about it, it will keep spreading.
I'm not scared. I'm not even worried. Because I know you are brave. You can take care of yourself and your sister. You have always taken good care of us.
I'm not brave, please. Please don't say that.
Life has given us a fair share of burden. It's now you cannot do more than you ought to.
There is always something to be done.
To raise millions, right?
There has to be something.
But you don't know.
I'm sorry, I was...
Sit.
Thank you.
How can I help you?
You asked what it would cost to have me. So I'm thinking, would it cost as much as taking care of my mom's treatment? I don't know what to do or who else to go to. I know I sound so stupid to demand millions for something as low as sex. But it can be for as long as you want. Please, I want my mom here with us.
You know, you actually sound really smart. Yeah. But this is going to cost you more than just sex. I mean, I can have that with anyone. But I want something special with you. And my spirit agrees with you to be the one to do it. If you go through with this, I will take care of you, your sister, and your mother. I'll do practically anything you want.
What is it, doctor?
I want you to bear a child for me.
When is Mommy coming back?
Oh, Ada. She's going to come back when she gets all the help she needs, okay?
Who's helping her?
I will.
Good decision. I will do same if my mother were to be in the same position and I have no other option. I have another demand. You will move in with me.
You're married?
Not anymore. Not just that, I would like to monitor the activities of the woman that's going to be carrying my child.
I have my sister to look out for. And my mom, I need to take care of her.
I'm a caregiver for them. You will tell them that you got a really good job. A very important one that's going to take a lot of your time. that will help you take care of them.
Does it mean you won't come back soon?
I would always come back, okay? It's just that this work is a very tedious one.
I don't want you to leave me alone. I'll be so lonely.
You won't be lonely, okay? I'll get someone to stay with you.
I promise.
I promise. I just want Mom to be okay. And I know you want her to, right? You'll be fine, okay? I know you will make a good decision. And this nanny job you want to go for is for my own good. My prayer is that God will keep you, protect and direct your footsteps. Amen. The caregiver would start work tomorrow, but I'll take her to the house today. So you'll be paying her from the money you'll be paid? Yes, Mom. My new place of work has agreed to pay 100,000 a month. And the woman said she would pay 3 months up front because I told her your condition and why I needed the job. I'm so thankful to the doctor that introduced me to this rich woman because she came at the point that I needed her. She's just a godsend. She is. What can I do without you? God will keep you. God will protect and guide you. Amen. It is well with you. This is your room?
Yes. Why?
I thought I would be staying in the guest room.
For someone I'll be intimate with, you don't think that is ridiculous? You know, you're sexually appealing, but I still think I have to bring you up to my taste.
Are you saying?
No. I'm saying you're cool. But if we're going to be doing this, still have to make a few touches to you to upgrade you, make you more appealing. Give me a minute.
And you gave up on me. Our love's turned to hate, but we made a promise. What will it take? I've tried to complete.
Submit. You?
What?
Go ahead. It's yours.
you got all this for me?
You can say that, but from where I'm standing, I got them for me. Because I need you to look good for me. You see, to make you look better for me. You see, every time I imagined you, you've always been breathtaking. And if I must have you, you must match that picture in my fantasy. You've got to be picture perfect. So I'll need you to clean up, Use the perfume. Smell good for me. I mean, I clean up real good myself, so I expect nothing less from you. I'll use the washroom now. When I'm done, you can do that as well.
I thought they said the love forgives. If you can't make a promise to no more cast a stone, then maybe you should release me. I'd rather fall to the ground than stand here alone. For better or worse, no matter the cost, are you breaking your word just because I broke mine to love and to cherish?
You look amazing.
Thank you. Can I talk to you?
I hope you're not about to ruin the mood.
Actually, I don't know what it's going to do to you. But I've been thinking, and I don't want to give birth outside marriage. My mom would be disappointed. I don't want to hurt her. We'll divorce after I give birth. I just don't want a child outside marriage. And I want to be a part of his life. The fact that I'm giving birth to him to clear debt doesn't mean I don't want to be a part of his life.
Him. What makes you think it won't be a girl?
I don't know. It's just a sense I felt in my spirit to use.
Get pregnant. In 4 months, if it's a male child, I will marry you. We'll get a divorce after childbirth. I'll let you have custody till he's 15. And then I'll come claim custody. Of course, we'll put this in writing to be signed in the presence of a lawyer, if you agree.
I agree. It is fair to me.
To try till we perish. You said our vows from start to finish. For better or worse, no matter the cost, Are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said our vows from start to finish.
I want to go brush my teeth and have my bath.
Did I tell you that I like it in the morning?
Let me go have my bath.
Tastes even better when it's the first thing you do in the morning. What's going on here?
I'm setting breakfast for you.
I don't understand. Are you my wife?
I never said that I was. I was just thinking that as a woman in your house, I should make food for you.
You woman in my house. I see what this is, you know. You play nice, acting like, what's that again? A wife material. And then hoping to get wifed. And if that happens, boom! Your true color comes out. You act like the whore that you are.
What?
Yes.
Is this because I said you should fake marry me so that your child would not be called a bastard?
Not an excuse, fake marry me. So is it really fake marriage? It's going to be documented in court. Is that a fake marriage?
Okay, fine. I'm just trying to show kindness for what you're doing for my mom. And listen, if you don't want the marriage, guess what? It's fine by me. But I wouldn't let you call me names because I'm trying to do what's right.
I'm on my way out. I'll let you know about your mom's schedule for treatment.
Will you tell her that I miss her?
And you gave up on me. Our love's turned to hate.
I hope I'm not making a mistake. I hope I made the right decision for me, for my mother. Life, you have dealt with me. From looking for jobs since my HND, to petty trade, to dating chief, a man old enough to be my father, just to survive. And now I have to give birth for a man that I barely know, so my mother can have a little chance at life. What else can this world do to me to make me feel worse than I already do?
No matter the cost, are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love and to cherish, to try till we perish.
Madam! Hey! Madam.
Yeah, please open the gate. I want to go and check on my sister.
But I don't be anywhere. No, can't go.
Why?
Yes, Diana, the instruction order gave me. You know, say nobody come out from this gate, go outside. Yes.
And why is that?
The previous madam, and you now will be the present madam. I'm not feeling let any of them come out here for them to say, oh yeah, leave her, she dey go. That's so be. So we are here. Like this. So that is it. We are this together. You understand? You are not living. We live here together.
From start
Fine.
to finish, for better or worse, no matter the cost.
Look at this instead. Don't come push me for work.
To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said our vows from start to finish.
And the gateman said he wouldn't let me go.
Okay, wasn't that part of the agreement?
Which agreement?
The same one you signed. The one that stated that you have a baby for me, and then I take care of you and your mother. It's there. You don't get to leave the four walls of this house. You do that, it's answer for me.
I'm sorry, I guess I didn't read that part. Please, doctor,
Your name is Phil.
Phil. I'm begging you, please. Let me go and see her. Let me go and see how she's being taken care of. Please, if anything happens to her, I'm not going to forgive myself. I promise you, it won't take longer than 30 minutes.
I'm calling for the phone.
She doesn't have a phone. And the nanny said she lost her phone before coming.
I'll get her one.
Please, I am begging you. Let me go. Please, just this once.
Really? Is this why you wanted to go out? Are you guys back together?
No. In fact, I haven't spoken to him in weeks. I don't know why he chose now to call. He wouldn't talk to me because he said he was back with his wife.
You know, this is exactly the same reason I added that clause in the contract. So that you don't go off and then come back with a bastard for me to care for. You know what, when all this is over, I will run a DNA test to make sure I'm not raising some bastard, okay? To make sure I've not wasted all my resources and my time and everything I've labored for.
No, I will never do that to you. I will never breach my part of the agreement.
Exactly the same thing my wife said. Well, yes, in another form, but yeah, it's same. But look at me now. You are not going anywhere. You're not leaving this house. I will get them a phone.
One mistake, and you gave up on me. Our love's turned to hate.
That's it.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Great. The nanny's doing a good job.
Yeah, she plays with me.
Okay. See, you're enjoying yourself. Won't you invite me to come and eat with you?
Yes.
That's quite thoughtful of you.
Good evening, sir.
How are you? I see you're doing a good job. How's Mom?
We will soon take food to her. Yeah, she's doing well. She's fine. We go there every day after our dad's school and come back at night.
You came in highly recommended by the agency. And, you can see the good work. Yeah? I just want you to keep up the good job. I know that if you begin to treat them wrongly, you have me to contend with.
Promise to do my best. I promise to do my best, sir.
Good. That reminds me. This is for you from Edna. It has a working sim in it, so you have to put her through on how to use it. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yay! Hello, Sister Edna. Thanks, Uncle. I now have a phone.
Yes, you do. You have a phone. You're a big girl now. And I'll come back to check up on you, okay?
Okay.
You have this. Make sure you stock up the house.
I will, sir.
Alright, go finish your food.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow, this phone is fine. You like it? Wow, it's fine.
I went to see your sister and the nanny. Got them a phone. That's the number. The nanny, she's doing a good job. And Ada, she was very happy to see me. Such a sweet little girl. I also gave them money to stock up the house.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everything. Hello. Oh my God, Ada. You have a phone now. Yes, I am super happy for you.
I visited the government hospital. Your mother, she started her radiotherapy.
Really? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You don't want to? Is this not part of the deal?
I'm tired. Excuse me.
I thought you left already.
Yes. I forgot my stethoscope.
Okay.
mistake and you gave up on me. Our love's turned to hate, but we made a promise. What will it take? I've tried to come clean. I thought they said,
Hi.
love
Who are you? My name is Edna. And you are?
Okay, I'm Phil's wife.
Oh my God.
Don't stress yourself. I see you're pregnant. Just relax.
Yes.
How about Phil? He's not back from work yet?
He's not back from work yet.
Okay. So, are you my husband's girlfriend, his relative? Because I virtually know all his siblings.
I'm his second cousin.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. You're welcome. Okay. I'll be married.
no matter the cost, I'm breaking your word just because I broke mine. To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said our vows from start to finish.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm okay.
I got this for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For better or worse, no matter the cost, are you breaking your word just because?
What are you doing here?
Does she have to be here for us to talk?
Excuse you both.
Phil, you know I didn't leave with all my things.
I was going to send them to you.
Why do you sound so bitter?
If I was, you wouldn't be standing there talking to me.
I'm still your wife, Phil. We have the proper traditional marriage and the church marriage. We haven't annulled yet, we only separated.
What exactly do you want?
Phil, I don't know, but I think I miss you.
I know exactly what you want, but you're not going to get it. You know, it's a big shame that you haven't changed. One bit. Get whatever it is you still have in this house and be gone first thing in the morning.
A mistake, and you gave up on me. Our love's turned to hate.
Call my sister.
Shame.
Call my sister.
Oh God, so sorry. But your phone is off. When they bring light, we will charge it, okay? And call her, okay? Let me rush to the pharmacy and get antacid for you. I suspect ulcer, okay? So sorry, no? Right, let's go inside.
But we made a promise. What will it take? I've tried to come clean. I thought they said love forgives. If you can't make a promise to no more cast a stone, then maybe you should release me. I'd rather fall to the ground than stand here alone. For better or worse, no matter the cost.
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
Same anxiety. Because ever since my pregnancy started showing, you haven't had sex with me. And they say it helps a woman deliver easily. You're a doctor, you should know that.
I don't know. It's just me. I can't explain it out. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Where are you going?
Just because I broke mine, to love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said a vows from start to finish, for better or worse, no matter the cost. Are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said a vows from start to finish. For better or worse, no matter the cost. Are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said a vows from start to finish, for better or worse, no matter the cost. Are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said a vows from start to finish.
Doing the work of shame?
I don't know you were awake.
I didn't sleep. I came last night to the sitting room to speak with you, but I saw that you were busy with your wife.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Yeah, I wasn't asking for an apology.
It wasn't an apology per se. It's an act to be done in private. So I apologize for messing with your head.
I want to go see my mom.
I told you already, she is fine. She would have gone on, but I suggested to Duke that since you're here, she can begin her radiotherapy as an inpatient. Afterwards, she can start chemo as an outpatient. And it starts next tomorrow.
Thank you.
I have to get ready for work now.
Hi.
Hi.
So I packed up my stuff. I'm leaving now.
Oh. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet with you too.
Hi.
Take care of yourself.
Take care too.
That child you're carrying means a lot to feel. Take care of it. I know you're not really hurting. I'm not blind. You told me to. Phil is a very good man. But I ruined him with what I did. Be good.
Hey, other baby. What? She's been sick, and why are you telling me now? If the transformer is bad, why didn't you go and pay to charge the phone? Alright, no problem, it's fine. Once the person I'm working for comes back, I would come and see her.
Just one mistake, and you gave up on me. Love's turned to hate.
I need to leave.
Excuse you?
I want to go and see my sister. She's sick.
Oh, you want to go and see Chief?
How dare you?
How dare you try to bridge the terms of our contract?
I am not trying to. I only want to go see my sick sister and take her to the hospital. When I am not a prisoner in your house.
Well, you should have thought of that before signing off your freedom.
I did not sign off my freedom to you. You said you wanted to be sure the child is yours. I've been in this house for the past 4 months. The child is yours. What else do you want?
Look, you signed a contract, okay? Not to mention that I do everything for you. I take care of your sister, your mother, everything. Oh, what? Are they sick, right? Well, I am the doctor here, so I'll go check up on her.
No, this is not the time of who signed what. I would not have you keep my mother in the hospital without talking to her on phone. And then I'll do the same to my little girl. Just because I want to have a baby for you. Listen, I am going to see her back, whether you like it or not. And if you try to stop me, I will scream down this neighborhood.
Step outside this house and lose custody of that child. I will make sure after you birth him, you lose absolutely every access to him.
My God, Ada. Ada. My God, her body is so hot.
She has been running temperature all days, but I have been giving her the paracetamol. The fever won't go down.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. We need to take her to the hospital.
Let me check first.
Good evening.
Let me have you. Alright, sweetheart.
Ada.
Can I open up? Ah. Right. It's inflamed. She has an infection. We have to run an FBC and electrolyte test. Then give her some injections and until she recovers. So let's get going.
Okay.
Good, let's go.
She is asleep now. Thank you for everything.
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to see Chief again and I had to follow you. Thank you for clearing all my doubts.
I don't know why or what your wife did to you. But don't judge me because of her. Don't judge me because I dated Chief. And don't judge me because you feel I'm too cheap to agree to this. All I've ever done was for my family. My mom and my daughter. Yes. Yes. Ada is my daughter. I was once married. I lost my husband and the family. They threw us out because Ada was a girl. She was barely 2 months. My mom, she was our everything. I told her to stop working when she became hypertensive. I don't know if it's a curse or fate, but we've suffered too. I have done petty jobs that paid little or nothing. Until I met Chief, I needed the job desperately. He was only going to give it if I agreed to date him. And while I was dating him, I met you. I'm not saying what I did was right, but it was our only means of survival. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not in denial either, because he gave us food when we were hungry.
So, if going to see the first child of my womb would make me lose custody, it's fine. Just tell him the truth. Tell him I only want to save his sister's life. Are you crying?
No. My wife, she hurt me really bad. I don't know what I did, but I definitely didn't deserve it. I had loved her the way she told me to, and the best way I could. But I guess it wasn't enough. I left the country on a short course in the UK for 6 months, and barely 2 weeks after I had left, she started to see someone. She claimed a friend made her do it. And then she got pregnant. I didn't know if it was mine or his. And claimed a friend told her to have an abortion, which she did, and in the process she damaged her womb. When I came back, I found out I saw the result of the scans and the messages on her phone. He had forgotten to discard them. I don't know if it was fair, whatever, she didn't do. Maybe God just wanted me to know the truth, but I was broke. I was a shadow of myself for months. I couldn't go to work because I wasn't in the right frame of mind to carry out any medical duty. And it didn't stop there, it got worse. It got worse. I started to lose my mind. And I asked her to move back in with me. And I resented her for everything. Used her presence to heal. And then I sent her away. She was my first love. My one true love. The only one I'd ever known. I guess she knew this, and that's why it was easy for her to lure me into bed. Okay. I'm really sorry. I am so sorry. I shouldn't have done that to you, no matter what.
Welcome. I'm
been trying to reach you and your number says switched off. I was worried you're coming in late tonight.
Yeah, I had an emergency operation to attend to. I finished really late. Plus, I had to head into town to try and get something to eat. But everything seemed shut down, so yeah, pretty much that was it. How is Ada?
She's fine. She's asleep. Sorry, not to upset you, but since you said you couldn't get food, should I give you something to eat? I made a delicious oha soup and you're going to like it.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to play wife, even though I'm legally married to you. After a long surgery, you really need a tasty oha soup like mine to rejuvenate. You can microwave when you're ready. For the sake of the baby, your son, please kindly eat.
Hello, beautiful. How are you doing? You look good. Looking better.
Yes, and Sister Edna says we are going home, but I like your house.
Oh, you do? Okay. That's good to know.
Sister Edna said there's a baby in her stomach, and it's yours.
She was asking a lot of questions and I had to tell her the truth.
Okay. Yes, there's a baby in her stomach, and yes, it is mine. That is because your sister is my wife.
Yay!
Yes, and you know what that means? It means you can stay in my house. Okay? Give me a high five. All right.
Why ask them to stay? You didn't want anyone involved. You didn't...
Yeah. I had a change of heart. For one, Nada, she has a good spirit. And you know what they say about good-spirited children being good for? They're unborn. So I want that love around our baby. And your mother, she'll be discharged today by Dr. Duke. She can start her chemo from here. I will send her an Uber to bring her home. Okay? You're welcome. But I have to go now. Yeah.
For better or worse, no matter the cost, are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said a vows from start to finish. For better or worse, no matter the cost, are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said a vows from start to finish.
So that was how it all happened, and we got money for your treatment.
You mean you are married to that fine doctor? I mean, this man here.
Yes. And he is so kind.
May God bless him. I am happy for you, my daughter.
Are you okay? You look worried.
I'm not okay. Suddenly, I've realized that I don't want to let go. Who would? When you've shown me kindness. I know this is not part of the agreement, but the heart wants what the heart wants. Your mind wants you, feel. I know love has taught you a bitter lesson, but it wasn't mine. So don't shut it out for what it didn't do. I have fallen in love with you, Phil. I know this may be difficult for you, but if you can, let me love you the way you deserve.
I am totally lost for words to say how I feel right now. My heart is racing and I can't catch a breath. But somehow I must put my thoughts into words. I am humbled by your beauty
and the will you have shown to go through everything life has thrown at you. You inspire me. I mean, a girl not so girly, with the mind of a grown woman and the bravery of a man. If life has thrown at me half of what has been thrown at you, I don't know what I'll do to face my fears and survive it. And here I am in the presence of the strongest woman I know. I am so proud to have you, to keep you forever.
I love you.
I love you so much.
Just one mistake, and you gave up on me. Our love's turned to hate, but we made a promise. What will it take? I've tried to come clean. I thought they said, but love forgives. If you can't make a promise to no more cast a stone, then maybe you should release me. I'd rather fall to the ground than stand here alone. For better or worse, no matter the cost, are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said our vows from start to finish. For better or worse, no matter the cost, are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said our vows from start to finish. No matter the cost, are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said our vows from start to finish. For better or worse, no matter the cost, are you breaking your word just because I broke mine? To love and to cherish, to try till we perish. You said our vows from start